Good morning. I will present you shortly one of our works entitled Evaluating the Impact of Electron Secret Flavoring Agents in Aldehyde Emissions by Mubarak Mohammed, خارج التانيكا, Nikolaos Vlachos, Georgi Logomenzis, Grigory Sivolapenko, and Konstantinos Polas from the University of Patras Department of Pharmacy. It is well known that toxicaldehyde emissions such as formaldehyde, acetaldehyde, and acrolein, as well as the fat flavoring compounds, are one of the main health concerns about electron secret use, since these aldehydes are potential irritant, toxicant, and/or carcinogen. Moreover, recent studies have shown that illiquid flavors are the major factor for aldehyde emissions. The aim of this study was to explore the effect of flavoring compounds in aldehyde emission in commercially top-selling flavors category of e-liquids. The e-liquids used can be categorized in three groups: sweets, tobacco, and fruits flavors. Briefly, for our experiment purposes, a 0.7 OHM resistor was installed in a tank's built naphthalene optimizer, while the e-secret device power was set at 3.7 volts. For the experiment, standard and realistic vaping conditions were followed. Therefore, the optimizer was filled with a 2 ml of base liquid and weighted at the start and at the end of each vaping simulation. For every puff, a 60 ml of VVC syringe was used and executed in 3-second interval, with a 30-second inter-puff sitting. Aerosol samples were collected in a solution of a DMPH and acetonitrile using two impingers connected in line. The DMPH derivative of aldehyde were measured by UHPLC method with a previously validated protocol. Our result shown in Figure 1 formaldehyde measurements between the flavors in liquid test. As we can see, the highest formaldehyde emission were exhibited by strawberry flavors, followed in order by chocolate mousse and prince, while the lowest formaldehyde emission was measured for cigarello and max blend flavors. In Figure 2, we can see the acetaldehyde measurements between the 9 different flavors in liquid tested. Clearly, the highest acetaldehyde emission was exhibited by cinnamon cookie flavors. This was by far the highest measurement of acetaldehyde of all the liquid tested, with the next being cigarello, then followed by chocolate mousse. On the other hand, the lowest acetaldehyde emissions were measured from forest fruits and creme brulee flavors. In Figure 3, we can see the acrolein measurement between the 9 flavor e-liquid test. As demonstrated, the highest acrolein emission was exhibited by Prince flavor, followed by creme brulee, and then equal by chocolate mousse and forest fruit flavors. On the contrary, strawberry exhibits the lowest acrolein of all flavors tested, calculated at 0.60 microgram per pass. Here, Figure 4 depicts carotenoaldehyde measurements. As shown, the highest carotenoaldehyde emission was exhibited by Prince flavor, with the next being the creme brulee flavor, while the lowest carotenoaldehyde emissions were measured from cinnamon cookie and cherry lips flavors. So, the table sums up the concentration of all aldehyde emission among the three groups of flavors in liquid test. In brief, we can see that no obvious determinant pattern of aldehyde emission can be revealed between the three major flavors group tested, as different individual flavors probably depend on their specific chemical composition emit a different profile of aldehyde emissions. In conclusion, our research showed that first, fruit flavor produce the highest formaldehyde but the lowest acetaldehyde, acrolein, and carnitine. Second, sweet flavors produce the highest acetaldehyde and considerable of other aldehydes. Third, tobacco flavors produce the highest acrolein and carnitine emission, yet the lowest formaldehyde emissions. Generally, significant emission variation were observed among flavors of the same category and between different carbonyls. Summing up our finding, we can say that relative low emission of aldehydes in all flavors in liquid were found. Significant variation in aldehydes emit among different groups of flavors. Need for more effort to further investigate the spectrum of carbonyl emission in respect to potential hazard effect in vapors. Thank you for your attention.